Um, Good morning, everybody. It's MLH. Let's make sure I'm live before we get too far ahead of ourselves. All right, looks like I'm live. I'll wait for a few people to get in here and we'll get started. We're going to have a great day today. Some decent comments. I didn't have a lot of content this week, but nonetheless, I still want to go over comments. Canada, what's up, my man? Welcome on in. You are first, sir. We'll wait for a few people to get in here and then we'll get started. How you been, man? Already 5 people in here. That's great. What's up, unindoctrinated? Hit that like button as you come in, guys and gals. It gets more people in here. Midwest, what's up? Nice to have you in here. Wait for a couple more and then we will get started. Sasquatch, what's up, my man? Nice to have you in here, as always. Claiborne County, Transparency. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you, sir. Thank you, unindoctrinated. Appreciate it. I don't know why I roboted there, but you know. Moving stuff, I know, man. Sucks. Canada. Kakawate, what's up? Nice to have you in there as well. Make sure you hit that like button. We're going to go ahead and get started here with some intro music that I personally paid for a while back for my other show, but works good here. Bernie's in the house. What's up, Bernie? Even though you're right next to me. All right, here we go, y'all. Welcome everybody to the MLH Comment Show for the 22nd of October 2022. I, of course, am MLH. Nice to have you all here. Going to go over some comments this week. Also talk a little bit about Halloween, how much I love it. I hope you guys love Halloween. Halloween is just awesome. It's a great day. It's the only holiday where perfect strangers will give out other perfect strangers gifts in the form of candy. So it's something to chew on. Not even during Christmas do we give perfect strangers gifts. What am I saying here? Nice to have you all here. Let's get right into it. Hope you guys are all having a good weekend so far. I won't keep you too long from your weekend, so why don't we go ahead and get started with the comments here. Pallone starts us off with last week's comment show saying, sorry MLH, I wasn't feeling good. I was watching from the hospital, but I know I'm MLH, you the best. Love the show. Pallone, I hope you're feeling better, but I hope you're out of the hospital and doing well. As my page jumps around here and I have to go back up to your comment. Here we go. Thank you so much for watching, Pallone. I know you are one of the OGs, so thank you so much for watching, even from a hospital bed. I hope you feel better, buddy. King Solomon says, what's up, homie? What's up, King Solomon? Nice to have you in here. Kakwate says, my grandfather was born on Halloween. That's pretty cool. My grandfather was born, rest his soul, I think it was October, oh man, it was close to Halloween. It was like October 20th. Yeah, so it's a cool, Halloween's a cool day. I just love it. Rochelle, back in the house, says, oh dear, some people don't get it. Hopefully he learned a lesson he will remember in the morning. Don't go up to a camera if you don't want to be filmed. That was the drunk guy that tried to start trouble with me and K-Dot last week. P.S. Hubby says, hi, MLH, and send my love to Bernie B. Well, she got that message loud and clear, Rochelle, because she's sitting right next to me. All right, Rochelle, final comment says, they always leave the screen open. You got the eye and you got the sunglasses on. So true, MLH. Doesn't miss anything. MLH is there before the fake news. Usually, I've been slacking a little bit this week, Rochelle. I need to get out and about, but, whatever. Chris Gibson, first kind of, I don't know if this is a shitty comment or not, on the last HTTM. Actually, this was an HTTM we did back in May. Says, the absolute state of you hillbillies. I don't know what that means, Chris Gibson, but thanks for adding to my view tally. Appreciate it. I left a post, guys. Obviously, if you guys don't know the news, Jay Surreal Camera passed away a few days ago. I waited a few days to make comments because, and I said this in the post, I didn't want anybody to think I was grifting off of Jay's name, which a lot of people have done the past week, and you guys can pretty much guess who did what, and it's just I think it's abhorrent that you that you make money off of someone else's demise. I hope when I pass away, I have nobody making money off of my name. It's just what I'm saying. I think it's despicable, but I let my feelings be known. I wanted to wait because emotions tend to run high when you think about these things, and I didn't want my post to come across as arrogant or too harsh, but I felt it needed to be said. So let's go through the comments here. Unchained Artist gave me a fist bump. Thank you very much. Gimmickless said, so young. Yes, Jay was one of a kind and definitely too young. Ms. Libby says he was a true legend and always kept it real. Prayers for his family and friends. Such a tremendous loss. R.I.P. Jay. Yes, if anybody's watched Jay's videos, he was pretty dogged and wouldn't back down, and was a good example on how to stand your ground and stuff like that. Good morning, Fab Daddy. Welcome in. Yes, people will ride those coattails, Midwest, always, and I just think it's pretty despicable. That's why I didn't make a video about it. I just made a quick post, to show respect, and just moved on because it's all we can do. Jonathan Mazzilli says, we lost a true patriot. He will not be forgotten. We must continue to stand up for the people's rights in his memory. I couldn't agree more, Jonathan. That's the best thing we can do. Not cry and feel sorry for ourselves or anybody else. You just gotta move on. Remo 1055 says, speaking truth to power is a difficult and dangerous business, and Jay was one of the best. R.I.P. bro. Couldn't agree with you more, Remo. He was a good dude. Hold on a second. I'm getting a phone call that I'm going to have to pass on to Bernie here so she can take care of business. George Daly says, sad day. God bless him and his family and you. Thank you very much, George Daly. I always appreciate your comments. Appreciate you in the chats, etc., etc. Matthew King, peace and love to friends, fans, and family. I couldn't agree more with you, Matthew. By the way, Matthew, I haven't gotten much in the way of donations, so what I'm going to do with the money that you sent me via Cash App is I'm going to find a random person to give a hot meal to when it's nice and cold outside. I think that's a proper thing to do with the donation that you gave me a while back. I haven't forgotten. I don't forget those things. So, thank you, Matthew, for being a staunch supporter as always. King Solomon, R.I.P. J. Yes, indeed. Just too sudden, too soon. And I want to caution you guys against stuff that you hear on the internet. I don't want you guys to always believe what you hear, all the rumor mill and whatnot. So, just be careful what you hear and you know, because what you hear on the internet may or may not be true. As always, Jen, welcome on in. Thank you for joining. Yes, you're not really here. Caucasian Sasquatch says warrior. He definitely was a warrior. The best way that we can show tribute to Jay is to watch his videos. That's the best way to show respect, in my opinion. Rest in power, Jay. MLH and R until the last breath leaves my chest from Car Thief. Thank you, Car Thief News. Really appreciate that. By the way, if you haven't subbed to Caucasian Sasquatch, please do so. He's got a heck of a channel, and he's got lots going on. May or may not be involving me with something in the near future, so stay tuned for that. Shirley Z says, I heard it from Rights Crispy Live last night. Jay was a great auditor who was fearless fighting for rights and freedom. He will dearly be missed. Prayers for the family and friends. Yes, thank you, Shirley. Really appreciate that. My good friend Harry Nutt says R.I.P. Indeed, Harry. Thank you for, commenting, and it's just a terrible thing that happened to Jay. Look at his son's page. I guarantee it will bring tears to your eyes. I did see that. Man, so tough to watch, but I did see it. And finally, Hawkfan says, I know Rights Crispy and a few OG Florida auditors are going to, not yet to my knowledge, set up a GoFundMe, hopefully gives and go page for Jay's kids. They want to put it into a trust for them. Much love, R.I.P. Jay. Give a loved one a call. Sadly, never know. See, this is a good point. Like, if you have friends, family, or people, even just acquaintances that you think of, make sure you give them a ring. Let them know that you care. I mean, you don't know how much that can mean to you or to them. It's just one of those things. But unindoctrinated, welcome on in. Sasquatch does have mustache glasses. I don't know about that, but Mysterio Sam Squatch has those glasses that you're thinking of, Fab Daddy. They raised $12,000. That's pretty cool. It should be much more. To honor him, the best would be keep fighting for our rights and others that can't. That's a good point, Claiborne County. Watch the videos, support your favorite auditors, myself included. I mean, I don't only do auditing, but I do other things. But just like I said, just make mention to other people. Like if you think of somebody, give them a call. I mean, mental health is paramount to all of us. I think it's the most underrated thing in this country. I've said it time and time again. I mean, I have a mental health awareness banner on my channel for a reason. It's the reason that I go into my speech every time, like I'm going to do right now. If you guys are suffering from your own mental health problems or crises, please reach out to somebody that you know, love, and trust. In lieu of that, my email is mexicanlonghair@gmail.com. I'm not a counselor, psychologist, or psychologist, but I do listen, and sometimes that's all that matters. But if I don't get back to you in a timely fashion and you're having a crisis, just remember, somebody out there thinks you're their favorite. It could save your life. Now, there is a newer national hotline. Just dial 988 on your phone, and that will get you connected to somebody that is a professional and can help you right then and there. Or if you're uncomfortable with talking with somebody, just type in 988 on your phone and send a message. That will also work. You can text back and forth. Also, there is healthfulchat.org and the old number, which is 1-800-273-8255. But the easiest thing to do is just dial 988. Super easy to remember. Maybe mark that down somewhere near you in your house for you and anybody else that can need it. So there you go. Um, Now let's go to the held for review. See if I got any hate comments this week. I haven't checked this. I don't check this until I do the comment show. It does not look like I have any hate comments this week. Holy cow! I I went through a week without somebody trolling me or giving me a bad comment, guys. So that's pretty cool. Um, Would I try to search Bernie's channel? All I see is Bernie Sanders. Okay, can we put in a link to Bernie's channel in here, because it is true when you search Bernie's channel, it just comes up Bernie Sanders. But maybe Bernie, since she's here, can put her channel in the chat there. Let's see. If you love someone, tell them every day. Yes, that's true, Kakawate. But I'm saying, like, sometimes you think about people randomly. Like I'll think of, I don't know. I'm just gonna use you, Sasquatch, as an example. Like I'll think of somebody, like Sasquatch, for instance, and I'll throw him a line. I'll send an email, or I'll text, or something of that nature. You know what I'm saying? Like never hesitate, because you never know when it could be your last day or someone else's last day. So it's always important to do that. I salute all you guys and girls that do what you do and give the inspiration to keep taking that step forward, knowing there's hope if we just keep fighting. Indeed, Claiborne County, that's a very nice message there. There's Bernie's link. She just put it in there, Fab. Hopefully you grab that link and sub. We're going to be doing more stuff on Bernie's channel too here soon. Some fun stuff. Like, I don't know, Bernie has some good ideas. I don't want to spoil her ideas. I'll let her do her thing. Let's see if we got any mentions this week. Dragonette mentioned me on a video. Thank you very much, Dragonette. Make sure you check out her channel. She's got a pretty good channel. Horizon City News Service mentioned me on a video entitled "Excessive Drug Abuse in Lakewood, Colorado." Does Colorado have one of the USA's probably biggest drug problems, is what they're saying. I've seen this video, Horizon City, and I kind of take exception to it, because this person says that they want to bring awareness to it. I mean, are we not aware? I mean, people have seen my channel every day. I used to go by that on Colfax. I used to take a trip on Colfax every day. I mean, I've brought as much awareness to the region as anybody. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, I have seen this video. I do know what's going on there. I mean, this is nothing new. This is a nationwide problem, and the awareness is already there. But let's start putting pressure on our politicians, our corrupt politicians, because they all are corrupt, to actually do something about it. Let's get some rehab centers open that are free to use, like they do in Portugal. They legalized all drugs in Portugal, and but with that, they also allocated money for free rehab centers. So if you want to try to get off of drugs, you can. We don't have that option here. It costs thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars to try to go to these rehab centers in order to have even a small shot at sobriety. You see what I'm saying? So, it's just one of those things. Sasquatch mentioned me. He's got his own public radio access thing, I think, Sasquatch, and he mentioned me. So that must mean that I might be appearing very soon. I have an idea of what I want to do, Sasquatch, which I've been meaning to call you. Maybe I'll call you after the show and talk to you about it. But thank you very much. That looks like there's a new Mysterio Sam Squatch short that I'm going to have to check out that I did not notice, Sasquatch. So, cool. Maybe we should do that right now. Maybe after I get done with these mentions, I'll do that. Horizon City Also mentioned me in a video entitled Cops Hogtie Innocent Man. Can police hogtie arrestees? That's an interesting question, and I'll have to check out that video, Horizon City. Sasquatch said, mentioned me in a post, actually a poll. So that's pretty awesome, and that's all for the mentions. Alan B, what's up, my friend from across the pond? Thank you so much. Later, Claiborne, really appreciate you for coming on in. How is Aurora Transparency doing? Last time I saw her, she was lightheaded from the Piggy Fest. I think I saw her briefly once after that. She was doing okay. I actually took her from that that place to her house, Fab Daddy, and once she got some air conditioning and some water, she was much better. But the heat takes a toll, and it really does. So it is what it is. You were already sub, Fab Daddy. Thank you very much. Alan B, thanks for joining, man. Really appreciate you. Okay. So this was a really quick one, guys. I think, like I said, it was not a banner week. I didn't have too much going on this week. But this week, the plan is to get out and do a bit of cop watching, of course, homeless outreach if I get some food. And I will have a special stream at some point, maybe this week if it gets cold enough, where I take the money that Matthew King donated and I provide a meal for somebody, some random person that I find on the streets. And I just want to say, addressing the drug problem that's out there, there is a prevalent drug addiction problem, alcohol addiction problem with homeless people. Doesn't mean every homeless person is drug addicted or alcohol addicted. It just means that there are people in dire need of help, and it also means that those people deserve to eat too. So I don't want to hear anything if I find somebody that may or may not be using drugs or alcohol, and I end up helping that person for a day with a meal. It doesn't, it never crosses my mind when I come across a homeless person to feed them, whether or not they use drugs. It matters not to me. I look at everybody exactly the same. I don't care the skin color. I don't care the sexual orientation. To me, a person is a person, and if you're homeless and you're not making any money, then it's a struggle, and you deserve to eat too, whether or not you do drugs or not. So I hope you guys keep that in mind too, because one of the common arguments that I hear when people may or may not donate money is, well, why should I donate to this person? They're just going to take it and use it on drugs or alcohol. That may be true, but I mean, that should never stop you from being a decent human being. You see what I'm saying? Like, you don't know what that person is going to do with that money. They may go out and buy a sandwich. They may go and buy drugs. They may go buy an alcohol. Maybe they go and buy a pair of gloves to get them through the winter. I know winters here in Colorado can be pretty brutal in the Denver metro area anyways, and I know clear across the country there's winters everywhere except if you live in California and Florida and in a couple places like that. Arizona may be another one, but that doesn't mean that you shouldn't, at least try. So if you have extra money, feel free to give it to people. It matters not what they do with that money. It matters that you took the time and the money out of your budget to help somebody, to help a fellow human being. You know what I mean? I mean, your money could be the difference between them living or dying that day. Literally. I know that sounds like hyperbole, but it isn't. You can literally save somebody by helping them out. Maybe you go buy a sandwich, or maybe you have water in your car, and you hand out a bottle of water. Water is extremely important to people out there. So, it's one of those things. Unindoctrinated, always look forward to your videos. Thank you, Unindoctrinated. I look forward to making them for you. I always try to put myself in the best position possible to not get arrested. I know that there's a lot of blustered auditors out there that, and sometimes I do get a little vocal, but I make no mistake about it. I do not want to get arrested out there, and that should not be the goal of anybody that's doing this, at all. So, people maybe don't want to enable that kind of behavior, but Fab Daddy, that's the wrong way of looking at it. You have no idea what that person is going to do with that money, and it's not enabling behavior as far as right? You have to think about the good in people, not the bad in people. For the most part, people are good. All right? So what I'm telling you is you can't just automatically assume that person is going to use it on drugs. That's the wrong mindset. Get out of that mindset. Maybe they use it for food. That's how I always think about it. I don't care if they're drug addicted or alcohol addicted or not. You see what I'm saying? You have to get your mind out of the gutter, so to speak. I'm not saying that these people are going to always use it on food. That's not what I'm saying. You have to get out of the mindset of they're always going to use it on drugs and alcohol, right? Get it out of your mind. Once that money is given to somebody, your job is done. You see what I'm saying? So I really wish that we would get out of that mindset of, like what you're saying, Fab Daddy, that we're enabling these people to do more drugs, and we're enabling. It's like when I went out and was handing food out to people, right? Well, this security guard decided to get huffy with me, and the first thing that he said was, "Oh, so you're enabling them, huh?" And that was the furthest thing from my mind. If you think along those lines, then there's something wrong with your thought process, right? The first sandwiches I handed out were to a gentleman that was in a wheelchair with half a leg. I mean, what am I enabling him to do by handing him food or money? You see what I'm saying? Like, you shouldn't go there, is what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. I will share my drugs and alcohol. It's no fun to party alone. I agree with you, Fab Daddy. No need to take the ride. I don't want to see an activist in cages, Unindoctrinated says. Yes, I agree. Jesse, what's up? Nice to have you in here. Appreciate you being in here. But see, that's just my thought process when I do that. I never, ever think the worst of people. I always try to think the best in people. And that's what everybody should think, regardless of what that person does with the money that you give them. I mean, you're not going to know, right? Like the other day, I had $1. I can't keep money in my pocket, guys, because if I have it in my pocket, and Bernie will tell you this, if I see somebody in need, I'm going to hand them money. Am I right, Bernie? Is that what are you going to sneeze?
No, my back is spasming.
Oh, your back is spasming. So, what do I always tell you, Bernie? Like when we come up to let's say a homeless person on a corner.
Do you have $1 in your purse?
Because I don't carry. Do I ever carry money in my wallet, Bernie?
No.
All right. Why do I not carry money in my wallet, Bernie?
Because you would give it to everybody.
I would.
And then Bernie be like, "What the hell, babe?"
Yeah.
Hell?
See, Bernie is like.
I need animatronics.
Yeah. See, so that's the thing. I just want you guys to think. Think more positively with things and feel good about giving. It does feel good to give, and I'm more of a giver than anything else. So I just want you guys to keep that in mind. I know this was a quick show today. I didn't have a lot to go through, but I do appreciate the support out there. Be looking for some videos this week. I've got a special announcement. I mentioned it on my other show yesterday. But I want to let you guys know, I am working on a movie. I'm working on a script. And that actually is going to be starting either today or tomorrow. And you guys are the first to know here. The script I'm working at, working on is going to involve the mustachioed. So I'm really going to do this thing. I'm going to make a script, and then I'm going to make a movie. I'm gathering resources as I speak. The movie is going to involve the mustachioed, but in a most unexpected way. It's not going to be a movie about the mustachioed. It's basically going to be a movie about a couple of things that have happened in my life that I've always wanted to share with everybody. And this is, I think the mustachioed's a good vehicle at portraying this. So I'm happy to announce that I'll be working on something pretty awesome, pretty cool. It's going to take me obviously a few months to work on the script and actually start filming early next year. So hopefully you guys will support that. And of course, I'm going to release it on this channel. Did you guys have any doubt? But it's going to be a full-length movie, and I think it's going to be really cool. I think you guys are going to really enjoy it. So stay tuned for more news on that front. I mean, it's a huge undertaking. So I hope you guys enjoy it. But anyways, I think that's all I got for you guys this week. I hope you guys stay safe this weekend. Like I said, if you think of somebody today, randomly, somebody pops into your mind, give them a ring. You have no idea how much of a difference that can make in your life or their life. Just to say, hey, maybe a long lost friend, maybe somebody you haven't talked to in a long time, maybe, anybody in general, maybe a family member that you haven't talked to in a while. It's always nice to reconnect. So Tribeca Film Festival road trip. Yeah, why not, man? Why not? All right, I want to thank you guys for joining. Make sure you reach out to somebody that you know, love, and trust. All that good fun stuff. Take care of take care of others. Take care of your family. But most importantly, take care of yourself. Have a safe weekend, everybody. Until next week, I am out.